The future of Pokemon is now! The brand new trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has brought us much more information than I was expecting, the biggest revelation being the themes of past versus future, strangely enough being present in the very games themselves, emphasized by the two legendary Pokemon and professors. For the first time in the series, two professors will appear in your game depending on the version you play, at least according to the Pokemon website. We've at least known for a while that there would be a version difference between the protagonists, as seen in their starting outfits. I had suspected that this was because there would be two different schools in the game, and from the trailer we see two different emblems and now two different professors. This is Professor Sada and Professor Turo, their names coming from the words pasada and futuro, meaning past and future in Spanish respectively. Very on the nose, and everyone's gonna pat themselves on the back for figuring that one out, I bet. But their designs are radically different. Professor Sada almost looks like she was plucked out of time, while Professor Turo somehow looks less futuristic than Colress. But that aside, the implications for what the heck the story could be are insane. We did just get a time-traveling protagonist in Pokemon Legends Arceus, so it's not at all outside the realm of possibility. The idea of Professor Sada coming from the past would be such an interesting plot point, though I'm unsure if that would mean Professor Turo comes from the future. Normally in Pokemon, there's already a huge emphasis on the past, especially when it comes to the legendary Pokemon. And while we've gotten Pokemon and even characters from different dimensions, I'm not totally convinced a human from the future of the main timeline would happen. I have absolutely no idea if the time-traveling origins of these characters are definitely what's going to happen, but for sure the theme of past and future is very clearly intended, though I will note right here and now that Professor Sada and Professor Turo have the same hair color. Legends Arceus has honestly got us constantly attempting to connect characters based on their looks, but if these two do indeed come from the future and past, maybe they're from the same family line. They are both said to be carrying out research into certain lore passed down in the region. So again, there's the theme of lore from the past being passed down into the future. And that lore specifically is probably the two legendary Pokemon, Koraidon and Miraidon, which are said to have powers that far surpass those of other Pokemon, but details about them are still shrouded in mystery. Again, according to the Pokemon website. So we're back to Dragon Pokemon being the mascots of the games, though I wouldn't necessarily say that they're Dragon types. Koraidon being the past Pokemon definitely looks like a Dragon type. Some might be tempted to peg it as Dragon Fire because of its red base color, but I wouldn't be so sure. For now, my guess is just Dragon and an unknown secondary typing. Heck, it could even be fighting with those big arms. Miraidon has done a great job at making a Pokemon look futuristic, with how sleek its body is and the choice to just forget about legs and go with rockets instead. Its overall body looks like a steel type, but the bolts on its head make it look like it would be an electric type as well. Sure, it is shaped like a dragon, but thematically it would make sense if it wasn't dragon type at all. Being a futuristic Pokemon, it moves past the typing that's so strongly associated with ancient legends. With these two being Pokemon, their designs of course can be almost anything and they would still fit in. But because they are legendaries, I wouldn't rule out the possibility that they're both able to travel through time. Again, we've seen that other mythical and legendary Pokemon are able to do so. And if we have a character that potentially has origins in another time period, I'm pretty sure this is the connection they want us to make. I don't know if I would say specifically that Koraidon took Professor Sada from the past, and Miraidon took Professor Turo from the future, and that's why they're looking into them, but that's an easy idea to throw out. Or it could be that something else brought these characters to this time period, and they recognize the legendary Pokemon from where they come from. I'm not completely sure. Normally there isn't too strong of a connection between the professor of the region and the legendary Pokemon. The first time we saw this was in Sword and Shield with Sonia, and Sonia wasn't technically the main professor, she became the professor at the end of the game. But this time around there's very clearly a connection between Professor Sada, Professor Turo, and Koraidon and Miraidon. Of course, as with usual first impressions and surface level information, I think that this is all we can guess about these new Pokemon and characters. I honestly can't believe that I didn't see the theme of past and future coming, because the very first trailer at least implied that with the live action portion. And Pokemon usually tends to have vague themes of nature versus technology, mostly seen in the main conflict with the evil team and the legendary Pokemon. But now the theme of past and future seems present in the very games. What that means for the story has limitless possibilities. All we can do is look to the past for guidance and to the future for answers. Thank you to all my channel members who make videos like this possible, especially Justin R, Mr. Pig Puncher, and Quago. If you want to support and have your name shouted out here, you can become a channel member as well, and get access to some cool emotes for comments and live streams that I'm very proud of. You can also follow me on Twitter for more memes. But anyway, this has been Gatorax, and I'll catch you later.
Here it is, guys.
Think you can unlock the mystery of the unknown?
What do you think those strange markings mean? Just help me push.
You can enter the world of Pokemon Crystal, the latest adventure from Johto with an all-new Pokédex.
Deixa aí.
Pokemon Crystal, gotta catch 'em all.